Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game at Sanford MMA, being joined by the one and only Mr. Anthony Rumble Johnson. Now, you are fighting Yoel Romero at Bellator 258. First off, happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
Did you have a good one? Did you celebrate well, even though in training camp?
You know what? I was with the people that mattered to me. I didn't have a party. I had a nice little dinner with like 4 or 5 of my friends, and that was it. I just kicked back because I didn't want anything big. I didn't want a lot of people around me. I just wanted to have what was important to me and then move on and get back to training.
Yes, that is most important. And you have very cute dogs, by the way. Mary Jane, right? The new addition?
Yeah. Call her, well, she's got a couple of names. Some I can't say, and some I can. We call her Fraggle, we call her Nugget. I call her, other things whenever she gets on my nerves. And she responds to each and every one of them. So she's used to being called multiple names. I don't think she truly knows her name, though.
But circling back to your upcoming fight against Yoel Romero, I mean, you fought so many tough opponents in your career, from Alexander Gustafsson to DC to Ryan Bader, Glover Teixeira. Where do you think Yoel's skill set ranks amongst those that you fought?
Oh, he's right there with those guys. Yeah. I don't take anything away from Yoel. I mean, he's a hell of an athlete, hell of a wrestler, and I'm a wrestler at heart. Most people don't know that. So I automatically have that respect for him, mutual respect for him, because he's a wrestler. But I don't see the results being any different. That's just me being confident in my own ability. But I don't take him for granted. The man can wrestle, he can punch, he can submit you. He can do it all. He's got great cardio, his movement is good. He's a great athlete. But I look forward to going in there and challenging myself against somebody like him, because he is dangerous.
Now, when you say you don't think the results will be different, how do you visualize that fight playing out for yourself?
Just me winning any way possible. Yeah. I'm not going to say a knockout. Of course, if it's there, I'm going to take it. If I can take him down, I'll take it. If I get a submission, I'll take it. Yeah. But I just want to win. I can't say how, but I just want to win. That's all I want to do, and have fun. Have fun and win and live my life. And that's all I want to do. I'm not trying to act like I'm going to be the next, emperor or the next best thing on the market or anything like that. I've had my fun in this sport for years, and I'm still having fun. I think I'm having more fun with it now than I was before. Yeah. And, I took that time off, and I was away from the game for a while, and I got to live my life. I got fat and happy. Everybody seen me at my worst. and
they still love you.
Yeah, they still love me. So I feel like I did the right thing in the sport by, being successful as I have been from the past. I don't even worry about my past anymore. Now I'm on a new path, But I am very grateful that, the fans still want to see me, even after being away from the game for like 4 years. So to me, that means, I made some type of impact on the sport. I don't care about being pound for pound or any of that. I'm glad that I was just able to make my mark in the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say that so many fans were all so excited to watch you return. Now, I know that you've mentioned before that the Stipe versus DC, their fights kind of reignited a fire in you and made you kind of want to come back. So where would you say your motivation and your hunger is right now compared to before?
I like to compete. Yeah. I just like to compete. I'm an athlete at the end of the day. And I don't want to be like, a lazy bum and just sit around. So I need to do something. I have fun with my friends. I have fun with my family. I have fun with the dogs. But I was always the happiest whenever I could punch somebody in the face and get a check. So I think I'm going to continue to do that for a few more years.
Yeah, hey, I don't know what that's like, but I'm sure it sounds pretty fun. And I saw on ESPN, you told them that basically what triggered you to want to move up to 205 was an eventual fight against Jon Jones. What do you make of kind of the situation he's having right now about negotiations in regards to a Francis fight?
I think he deserves every penny that he wants, It is. I mean, I'm not in the organization anymore, so it's not my place to speak on it. But I will say I think he deserves every penny that he wants, regardless of, some people want to hold his past over his head, you know, some type of black cloud or whatever you want to call it, you know, and he's always going to have his haters, but at the end of the day, you can't deny the man's skills and what he's done for the sport and his accomplishments. Yeah, he should be making, in my opinion, $10 million a fight by now, you know? But once again, that's not I don't have to deal with that, so that's not really my place. But I do think the man should be getting paid, you know, what he asked for. Come to some kind of agreement, you know. Both sides can always meet in the middle, one way or the other. So I hope they work it out, because the fans do deserve to see a fight of that caliber. Francis is dangerous. I don't blame Jon for wanting the money that he wants. You know, that one hit could change your whole life. So, and being a knockout artist, you know, as you guys call me, I get it. You want to get paid for taking a chance like that. But, you know, we also sign these contracts and we know our worth. At that moment, we feel like, okay, this is good money. But then you don't realize, you know, down the line, you could be making more. So, you know, you kind of kick yourself in the butt and be like, dang, I need more money than this, even though we signed a contract. But you sign that line, you might as well just honor it and, you know, get it over with. But at the same time, treat us fairly, you know what I mean? So I think they'll come to an agreement and understanding, and it'll happen. Because I would assume that UFC wants it to happen, because it's such a big fight, you know? So best of luck to both sides. I hope they make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well said. And if and when that fight does happen, who do you think wins that?
Jon.
Yeah.
He's got too many tools. And I said that on, I think it's ESPN MMA or something like that. I said Jon has too many tools. And of course, you know, the haters come in there and they bring up all the BS. And they knew exactly what I was talking about. But I think Jon just has too many weapons. His team is great. His IQ is up there. You know, he may not, and you know, everybody is so hung up on just knockout, you know, knockouts by Francis, which I get that. But it's still more to it than just a knockout. You can be a knockout artist and just get beat up. Like DC isn't a knockout artist, but he beat me up. You know, you don't have to knock everybody out to be great. You know, and Jon, I think, has all the tools to beat Francis. I won't say he'll finish him, but I think he can beat Francis. But if Francis gets that one, you know, it can be it can be a long night. Well, a short night for Jon if he really gets hit. And you know, some people say that Jon hasn't been tested, or his jaw hasn't been tested. Like, Jon fought the who's who of mixed martial arts. People aren't realizing that. He's just made it look easy because of his skill. Yeah. So, like, I wish people would stop, you know, discrediting the man and like his if he can take a punch and all this other stuff. Like, look at what he's did in the cage. Y'all don't have anything to do with what he's done outside of the cage. The media makes it, you know, everybody's business, but respect the man for what he's doing in the cage and see him for that, because that's why you're sitting down on the couch or at the bar or wherever you are to watch and see his skill. You shouldn't, what he does outside of the cage has nothing to do with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's his situation and whoever else is involved with it. So leave that out of it and just focus on the man's skill, and you'll see what else he has to offer, because Jon is always doing some funky stuff.
Yes, but all your fans can't wait to watch you return, and they're counting down the days. Now, lastly, what are your goals for 2021?
Be happy, just live my life to the fullest. That's it. You know, I don't. Back in the day, I used to let the dumb stuff get to me. I don't let that stuff get to me anymore. You know, I wish I knew. Everybody has said this. I wish I knew back when I was younger what I know now. Yeah. You know, so I get it now. So now I'm just living my life. I'm happy where I am in life. I have a great support system. That's all that matters to me. I'm healthy, I'm happy, and I'm living life. And, you know, I'm great. I'm great with that.
Yes, happiness is the most important. And like you mentioned in the beginning, family as well. Well, we are all looking forward to your return, and we're all so glad to see you happy and about to return soon. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.